there's a shot of that group that has really done a heck of a job today. That offensive line there, the guy on the end of the bench right there, Eric Williams. He's had his job full there, having to block against Reggie White. He's going to be one of the great ones. Giesick, 61 there, big old Nate Newton. You see Nate, 2-A there, number 71. They sit just like they line up. That's the way offensive linemen do it. They go 2-A, Newton, Stepnoski, Giesick, and Williams.
Big old Nate's not as big as he was when the game started.
No, big old Nate's not as big as he was 6 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Big old Nate got up to 400 pounds, went down and worked with some guy in Orlando, Florida, got down to 290, came to training camp at 290, said he was too light. They were throwing him around like a doll. So he went up to 300. He said they were still throwing me around like a doll. He went up to 310. They're still throwing him. So he finally settled in 315 pounds. That'll keep you on the ground, he says.
Haley on McMahon. A loss of 8.
Yeah, they talk about stats and what Charles Haley has added to this team. You can't just do his best. He's going to come right here. This is just a speed rush. Just boom, he comes right around Smith, the tackle there. See him up there on top? That's just speed. Just runs right around him. McMahon didn't have a chance.
2nd and 18. McMahon to throw, chased by Haley again, gets it out to Sikahema. He was taken down after a pickup of 11 yards. Norton and Gant. The Eagles hurry up.
Well, the Eagles know that they need 2 scores here, being down by 10 points. And under 7 minutes left, they can't think in terms of just 1 score.
3rd and 7. McMahon incomplete. Intended for Sikahema, incomplete. They'll have to punt.
Well, of course, the Eagles haven't had any success today on 3rd down, but a lot of that starts on 1st and 2nd down. If you don't gain anything on 1st and 2nd, then you get a lot of 3rd downs and you get a lot of 3rd and long.
How about what Nate Newton said to us yesterday when I asked him what was wrong with his knee? He said, well, you know, a lot of weight, a lot of football, and a couple of car wrecks. I've had a good life.
He's had a good life. That's the way Nate Newton thinks. He's always a refreshing and popular guy to talk to.
Kelvin Martin fielded the punt at the 20. 56-yard punt by Fiegels. 6.5 minutes left to play. Dallas by 10.
It was funny when Jimmy Johnson was talking about the battles they have to win. Their defense had to win the battle against the Eagle offense. They probably did. The kicking game, I don't know. That could be close, but I'll tell you the battle he didn't expect to win, but he did, was his offense against the Eagle defense in the second half and being able to run with Emmitt Smith.
That was a battle of endurance as much as anything else. They just wore him down.
And a lot of guts on Emmitt Smith. I mean,
boy.
I didn't have many doubts about it. I didn't have any doubts about it before, but I sure as heck don't now. There is one tough running back.
Aikman gives to Smith. William Thomas made the stop on Emmitt Smith. Keith Byers, Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham, you know, it happens to players in baseball, and you know, they call it a slump, and it happens to players in football. You just get into where you're in a slump, and Randall Cunningham is in a slump.
2nd down, about 9.5. Cowboys at their own 21. Just outside the 20, make it. Troy Aikman has gone all the way. Cunningham was replaced by McMahon. Novacek in motion. Aikman gives to Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith outside the 25 with a good play. 6 for a gain of 6. Tripped by Golick. 3rd and 4 it'll bring up.
I tell you, they aren't going to take out Emmitt Smith, and yeah, I'm sure they're thinking, well, you got a 10-point lead. Why don't you take him out? Well, you don't need to rest the guy now, although they are taking him out. But this is against the Philadelphia Eagles, and Emmitt Smith is having a career day. when you start off and your name is E. Smith and you end up and you're just Smith, you've had a tough day.
You lost the E for effort or excellence.
Excellence.
Pass incomplete in the direction of Irvin, but there was a flag on the play. Clyde Simmons rushed Aikman against the Eagles, and that'll be a first down. Clyde Simmons also is the man offside. Rich Kotite says, take it easy, guys.
Well, it looked like he wanted a timeout.
Defense, 5 yards,
he would have been farther out on the field if he had not had that rope tied to him.
He was saying last night, hey, this is a big game, but we still got a lot of games to go.
And of course, and they felt confident. I mean, the Eagles have beaten the Cowboys 9 out of the last 10 games. Come in, he was upset because they beat him last time 31-7, and the Cowboys were saying that they felt good about the game. He said, "How can you feel good going off the field? You just got beat 31-7." He was still mad about that.
Oh yeah,
that's the way coaches think.
Less than 5 minutes now. First down, Dallas. It's Emmitt Smith. Still on his feet. Smith stopped by William Thomas after a gain of 3 or 4. Jim McMahon still very intense about the situation. Timeout, Philadelphia. They have 1 left. The Jets over Miami. That, I suppose, the surprise of the day. Today's game was produced by Bob Stinner and directed by Sandy Grossman. Coordinating producer of the NFL Today is Eric Mann. The NFL Today was directed by Duke Struck, and the senior producer of the NFL on CBS is Ed Gorin. Senior producer here today has been Emmitt Smith and his offensive line.
Hey, you know, if he were a gas tank, he would be running. You know how the gas tank, sometimes when you get on E, a light comes on? Emmitt Smith's light would be on right now.
Well, here he is again. And he might have just run out of gas.
I think, what's that old saying? You can't get blood out of a rock or a turnip or something like that?
That's good enough.
You know what a turnip? When's the last time anyone's eaten a turnip? Anyway, you can't get something out of a turnip, but they're sure trying to get it out of Emmitt Smith. There is a tired running back. There is a warrior. There is a heck of a football player. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. He doesn't know that thing started out as an elbow pad, I think. Look at it.
Maybe a knee pad.
Yeah, he started out, he had an E on his jersey and had a big old pad on his right elbow. His jersey was tucked in, his uniform was dry.
By the way, I had some turnips not too long ago.
I haven't had a turnip. I don't know where the heck turnips are.
They're underground.
Yeah, the other thing is rutabaga. I mean, I could go for a good old turnip and rutabaga dinner.
Either one I'd prefer to a rock, I guess.
But anyway, they've gotten it out of the rutabagas tonight.
Right. 3rd and 7. Aikman gives again to Smith. Ball was loose, but he was down. He got 4 yards, 4 tired yards.
Yeah, I would think now is the time. It's probably anticlimactic, but now's probably the time to get Emmitt Smith out of the game, because I mean he's getting very, very close to an area where you could get hurt.
And they're assisting him right now to the correct bench. Mike Saxon back to punt for Dallas. Sakahima back deep for the Eagles. They say he's been close to breaking something. He came close again, but out of bounds. Time to rest, Emmett.
And he's just hoping that it doesn't come too quick. I mean, that he doesn't have to get back out there too fast. Now, again, the Eagles, they have to play very quick football, because they have to think in terms of 2 touchdowns. They have to play